Hello, my dear apprentices of mathematics. Welcome back to my channel. This is lesson 2, and in this lesson, you will find the volume of the right rectangle by finding the base and the height of each net. Let's look at net A. Net A already has a base given to us. Let's just put a square around it. And that base has two values. It has the length that goes from, let me choose a color that is going to be helping us here, that goes from left to right, and that is 2 centimeters. Okay, the height is this one. Actually, that's the width. The width will be 2 centimeters. Okay, and the height of this shape will be this is the front face of these right cube prism, right rectangular prism. So that will be 1 centimeter. Volume equals length times width times height. Then we replace the L for a 2, and let's write 2 centimeters. I'm going to teach you something new here, okay? Times the width. The width is the height, 2 centimeters. Okay, now I want you to see this and understand it. This is the base. That will be 4 square centimeters. I want you to pay attention. If we write a square, because this is 2 dimensions, times the 1 centimeter. Obviously, if you're a good student of mathematics, 4 times 1 equals 4. And now we have 2 dimensions here plus 1 dimension here. That's going to make it cubic centimeters. And this is why we write a 3 right above the M. That is how many cubes you will be able to place inside this little shape, this little figure on the net A. Number of cubes in it, that will be 12 cubes. Okay. Again, we're going to look at the base. The base is the grayed area. That is the base. And then when you do the base, you find the length and the width. From here to here, that is the length, which is 3 centimeters. From this line, the top line inside the base, to the bottom line, which is the parallel line, that equals 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will be the width. That will be 4 centimeters. The height of this shape will be, if you look at this front face, this is the front face of this shape. If you count from how many cubes go from there to this baseline there, from here to here, it will be 2 centimeters. And again, this is the height. This is the height. This is the width. And this is the length right here inside. Volume equals length times width times height. And now we replace the letters with the numbers. Length is replaced by 3 centimeters times the width, which is 4 centimeters, times the height, which will be 2 centimeters. Now, let me make you aware of something. This is volume equals area times height. Okay, the height is 2 centimeters. So now let's replace again. The letter A is 3 times 4 equals 12. That will be 12. 12 what? Well, count the number of dimensions you have. In this case, is 2 of them. So that will be square. The square means 2 dimensions. Times the height, that will be another dimension. That will be our third dimension. This is why this is called volume, because volume has length, dimension 1, width, dimension 2, and height, dimension 3. Once you multiply this, 12 doubled equals 24. That means 12 times 2 equals 24. Now, what is the answer? The answer is in cubic centimeters. Why? Because we have 2 dimensions here and 1 dimension over here. So that will be cubic centimeters, and you place that 3 right there. Now we have the volume. How many cubes can we place in it? Well, we can place in it 24 cubes. Okay, now we don't write cubic centimeters because it's not asking us for it's not asking for the volume. It's asking for how many cubes can you place in it. Okay, all right, let's look at the one more figure here. So let's look at figure A. Figure A, they want us on this, let me see, I think on this one, let's read the instructions. How many centimeter cubes would fit inside each box? The length equals 1, 2, 3, 3. Let me check to see if these are centimeters or, yeah, centimeters. So this is 3 centimeters, that is the length. The width equals 2 centimeters, and the height equals 2 centimeters. So we have 3 dimensions. So let's write that in the explanation. To find the volume of figure B, we have to multiply the length times the width times the height. That will be your explanation. And then now you can say that B stays the same because that's what we're looking for, the volume. And then we're going to replace the length, which is 3 centimeters, times the width, which is 2 centimeters. And the height, which also is the same number. Now, remember one more time, we're going over some new things. These two things represent the base, okay? So volume equals 3 times 2 equals 6. 6 what? 6 square units, because this is the area. 6 square units. So how do you write square units? You write it with the cm and the 2 there. Once you have the next dimension, which is 2 centimeters, and that represents the height, then you're going to have 3 dimensions. So the area times the height equals 12, what? 12 centimeters. What kind of centimeters? Well, 2 dimensions here and 1 dimension here. That will be cubic centimeters, and that's how you write it. How many cubes can I fit in there? Well, the answer is here. If each cube is 1 cubic centimeter, then you can fit in it the capacity. I want you to get used to this. The capacity for this shape to hold is 12 cubes. Learn, think, rewind if you don't understand it, and do it again. Signing out, your coach, Mr. Magno.